What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. So I wanted to touch on this Mathew Knowles and I guess his ex-wife. I don't know if they still married. Mathew and Tina Knowles. I wanted to touch on this interview and it kind of haven't been sitting with me the right way, man. It's been rubbing me the wrong way. I wanted to touch on this. I feel like he's hit a new low. Um, Obviously, in co-parenting, in marriages and relationships, you go through shit, right? Whether you decide to be together, whether you decide to break up, it is what it is. But if you have raised a child and that child has become extremely successful, you know what I mean? And you may have done what you've done for the child. I've done what I've done for the child, but at the end of the day, we did this shit together. So I gotta touch on this interview because it's just not sitting with me the right way. If you have not seen or have not heard, Mathew Knowles was on an interview and he was asked about what Tina Knowles. Obviously, I'm talking about Beyonce. If you don't know, I'm talking about Beyonce's dad and Beyonce's mom. And he was asked, you know, what did what role did Tina play in the career of your daughter, right? And he could have said anything. He chose to get on there and stoop to a low that was like, you too old for that shit, big dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't matter what y'all going through. You too old for that. You know what I'm saying? If you have not seen the interview, or have not seen this clip, check it out real quick.
I've said the same thing to Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair.
Okay,
clothing,
yeah, you're absolutely right. And the styling.
The styling.
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name. And different aspects of that.
Sure. Sure.
So, yeah. It's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some old hating ass, bitter ass shit. That's what I'm saying. That shit rubbed me the wrong way. That was some old hating ass, bitter ass shit. Nigga, you 70 something. You 70 something years old. At the end of the day, bro, whatever y'all went through, whatever y'all going through, even if you not on good terms, don't get on no public platform. Well, what did she do? What did she do? And then you getting mad at the interviewer. That he doing his job. You getting mad at the interviewer. And I don't know this dude worth nothing. I don't follow him. I don't check his stuff out. Whatever he posts or any interviews he's done, I don't really check it out like that. This is my first time kind of seeing him really say anything. But to me, it was just kind of corny, bro. It's like, bro, you about 7. Matter of fact, let me see. How old is Mathew Knowles? 74 years old. Bro, 74 years old, and you acting like that. Two, for one, your daughter is Beyonce, the GOAT, one of the biggest, one of the biggest stars in the world. You cannot say at all, oh, her mama didn't assist in nothing. You could say, hey, listen, I did a lot of this part of it, the marketing or the schedule, whatever it was, right? She did this. But to go and say it the way you said it at 74 years old, bro, you come on, man. You don't gotta do all of that. You don't gotta do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And again, like, it just shows that certain people never grow up. At 74 years old, you feel that it's okay to sit your grown ass up on a platform and say something ill about publicly about your daughter's mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever y'all got going on is what y'all got going on at the end of the day. But to sit up there and get mad at the interviewer because he just being nice. Well, I'm sure it's like a joint effort, right? I'm okay. We can end this right now. It shows what type of nigga you are. You know what I'm saying? It shows that because again, you could have been on some player shit like, yeah, I mean, she definitely did her part. I did more of this part of the building with the building the artist, and but she did more of that, and you kept it at that. Even if y'all at odds, that's just adulting. And I hate when I see people that are so old that still live in that mindset. Don't matter how much money you have. Mindset is a mindset. At the end of the day, a mindset is a mindset. So for you to get up there and for you to do all of that and act that way at 74 years old, to me is disgusting. And you've hit a new low. You've hit a new low. So I don't know what exactly they're going through. Let me see. Are Tina and Mathew Knowles still married? Let me see. No, okay. No, Tina and Mathew Knowles are not still married. They divorced in 2000. See, I don't follow. I don't know. I'm not hip. In 2011, after 31 years of marriage, while they separated following revelations of Matthew's infidelity, they have remained co-parents to their daughters Beyonce and Solange, and have what did it say? And I lost my place. My bad, y'all. While separated, and both moved on to other relationships. Divorce details: the couple filed for divorce in 2009. Oh yeah, let me see. Uh, they filed for divorce in 2009 and again in 2011, finalizing the split in November 2011. Current status: Tina Knowles was later married to actor Richard Lawson from 2015 to 2024. Mathew Knowles married Gina Avery in 2013. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so that's her new husband, Richard Lawson. Name sound familiar, but yeah, man. I feel like why be bitter at that age though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why be bitter? You know what I mean? It didn't work out for y'all. It is what it is. But this is what it happens. You co-parent. You know what I mean? And I want to see this. I want to see what's documented. What was Mathew Knowles' role or title in Beyonce's career? Just to be clear. Just to be clear. So Mathew Knowles was the manager, executive producer, and primary architect of Beyonce's early career, guiding her from Destiny's Child to her initial solo success. As her father and manager through 2011, he oversaw branding, record deals, and strategy, playing a critical role in establishing her as a global superstar. Okay, so key details of his role. include manager of Destiny's Child and solo. He managed Destiny's Child from their inception and continued to manage Beyonce's solo career through the I Am Sasha Fierce era. Founder of Music World Entertainment, he utilized his company to manage, produce, and market Beyonce's music. Okay. Strategic visionary. He is credited with building the Beyonce brand, focusing on intense training, work ethic, and business savvy. Timeline: he managed her until March 2011, when they mutually decided to end their professional but not personal relationship. Okay, so that was his role. Obviously, in short, he was the big dog. He ran everything. He was the one. He was the visionary. He's the one that put all of the shit together for his daughter, as you should, as you should. That's what it's about. So what was Tina Knowles? Okay, role in Beyonce's career. Let's see. So Tina Knowles was pivotal in Beyonce's career as the cultural and aesthetic architect, serving as the primary costume designer, stylist, and hairdresser for Destiny's Child. Beyond styling, her successful Houston salon helped fund early career endeavors. She also co-funded the House of Darion fashion line and co-launched the, what is that, secret hair care brand. But that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I don't understand why dude all kind of in his feelings about this shit. It's like, bro, like y'all both did your job. Y'all both helped. Y'all both helped build your daughter. So why get on a platform and do all the extra shit? Again, it's just immature. It don't matter what the reason is. I'm not really asking what the reason is. Y'all can let me in the chat how y'all feel. Y'all can, let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm looking at it from a different perspective. But I feel like when you get to a certain age, it's kind of like, bro, like why are you doing all of that on a platform? Why are you getting up there as a grown man, 74 years old, walking off interviews because the interviewer asked you, you know, he asked you a question. So let me see if there's any response that he had to it. Matthew knows on walking interview. Why Matthew Knowles walked out of an interview. Let's see what the root got to say. Let's see. Let me see. So, why Matthew Knowles walked out of an interview over ex Tina Knowles. Matthew Knowles and ex Tina Knowles may have hashed out their issues years ago, but his behavior in new interview may suggest otherwise. So it's not every day that you see Matthew Knowles, father Beyonce. You see things went down, pics, and previously told, you well know by now, Tina was and still is a licensed hairstylist who made sure they girl groups were Early style. She also played large. Okay, here we go. So it seems like Tina's contributions failed to stick in Mathew's mind as he questioned the role she played while sitting with Gibson. You've earned your flowers. I said the same thing to Miss Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and grandkids, Gibson said, to which Mathew responded, what work did she put in? And Gibson replied, with the hair, Mathew said, okay, you're absolutely right. And the styling, the imaging, you're right. So they're really just going over it or whatever, but I don't think he's come out with an official statement of exactly why he did what he did and why he kind of just hopped up. Yeah, I don't think he's come out with an official statement. It's just him, him hopping up or whatever. But I mean, let me know in the chat, man, how y'all feel about it. You know, would y'all have responded the same way? If you're for all the co-parents out there, let me know in the chat. People that say, hey, well, I have a kid by so and so, we're not on the best of terms. How would you handle this situation? Let me know in the chat. Me personally, I co-parent with my daughter's mother. Like I said, we don't be on the best of terms a lot of times, but at the end of the day, publicly on a platform, am I gonna be like, oh no, what did she do? That's just goofy shit to me. You know what I'm saying? We have our differences of how we feel or whatever. Even if we feel away, it's like that's you do that shit off camera, off of. You don't do it publicly. You know what I'm saying? On an interview. That's to me. You're not a kid. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I'm kind of just like, some people never grow up. But, that I'm only gonna assume they went through some crazy shit or is currently going through some crazy shit for him to act like that at 72 to 74 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I'ma just assume that they went through some crazy shit or is going through it right now. And if it's not that, bro, you're a weirdo. You know what I mean? And then not just to feel away, but to kind of get mad at the interviewer. I'm gonna play this video again. Because I'm just like, bro, what the? I don't get it, man. I'm gonna play this again, man, because this to me, it's like, bro, you didn't have to respond that way. You did not have to respond that way, but you never know what people are going through. Doesn't make an excuse. To me, there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it at all. There's no way to kind of, well, the reason because I know I did most of the work. There's no excuse for it. At that big age, nah, big dog, nah. It's no excuse for it. But I'm sure he's gonna come out and say something like, oh well, I'm the one that did this. She wasn't there, for this and that, and she kind of threw in the towel, or it's gonna be some type of it's gonna be some type of pointing the finger. But my biggest thing is just pointing the finger at a certain age. To me, publicly, it's corny written all over it, and there's no way to try to make it right. Again, like I said, let me know how y'all feel about it, but I don't feel like there's a way to make that right. I don't feel like there's something that he could say and be like, well, it's because this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna play this again for y'all. For those of you who just came in, I'm gonna play this again, and y'all let me know in the comments. Would you have responded like this? Just if you are a co-parent, even if you're not a co-parent, would you have responded like this? Is this a proper way to respond when asked if y'all both, if it's a team effort? Because that's all the interviewer really asked is wasn't it a team effort?
I've said the same thing to It's Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair,
Okay,
clothing,
yeah, you're absolutely right. And the styling.
the styling,
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name, and different aspects of that.
Sure, sure.
So, yeah, it's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Nah, bro. Nah. So much so to the point where the interviewer's like, did I say something wrong? It's a joint effort, like, right? He like, no, and got up. Get your weird ass home, man. It is what it is, man. But again, let me know how y'all feel about it. If you are a co-parent, if you're not a co-parent, and even if you can just look at the situation and say, hey, this is how he should have responded. Let me know in the chat, man, because to me, this is a new low. This is a new low at the big ass age of, how old I say, 72. He might be 74. And I'm gonna keep typing his age in. We gon' age is 74. I tried to give him some grace. Goddamn 74. That's some come on, man. At 74, and I'm only saying the age because I am a co-parent. I am 35 years old. All of that, I'm mad, publicly disrespecting you shit. Come on. It should be done in your 30s. At 74, come on, bro. You harping on some shit. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Till next time, y'all.